Hello everyone and welcome back to Neopets, the Darkest Faerie. Last time we liberated Tor's farm and got the fruit picker, the hookshot from Tor's dad. Now we're going to make a pit stop to Cogum because we also got Mayor Jurgen's pocket watch fixed. For our efforts in doing all that needed to be done, we're given a 12-leaf clover based on that model, depending on how fast you're able to see it. It's definitely not just a 4-leaf clover. It's a little bit more than that. But you can see from our luck meter that the entire meter is filled. Almost. We might be able to get a little bit more. I also forgot to talk with Gershwin when we finished the Lodestone quest. And he gives a little bit of a reflection on his life and him as a character. Which is more than I can say about Giovanni. You go, Gershwin. You need a better partner than Giovanni. You're better than him. Be free, man. So let's get on our way back through the Meridel Plains, and... Okay, I'm not sure what color this warrior's supposed to be. He's kind of a color all of his own. He's not fire-based because, well, these guys are red, but he's not yellow either. So I'm not actually sure what kind of elemental affinity this guy has. He's orange, he's kind of in the middle. So that's really strange, because I don't remember that color being around with any other minion. Huh. But anyway, let's get back to Illisen's Glade and back to the Broken Lift. Because now that we have all the things we need in order to get up to the treetops. So it might be broken, but now that we know what we need to look for in order to make the hookshot useful, we just need to look up and see if we can find some pegs. Like these ones, standing straight up. You see, Hubert said that this rope gun kind of fell from the sky, but I wouldn't think it'd be connected to Krulutor or the space station because it uses rope. That's just my guess right here. It's like, for a more futuristic area that we're never going to see, you think they'd be more resourceful than rope. Like, the mechanics of it and everything are pretty much there. Anyway, we're on the treetops, and there's really not much there to see, because everything's pretty much the same, so we can just head over to where Illison is. And you can kind of see her in the distance, just kind of standing there, waiting for something. Not sure what. But hey, we're coming! We have your charm! Nope, now you're down on the ground. But yes, we're not done with him yet. He's been a nuisance more than thwarted us at every turn. He's kind of just delayed everything. But yeah, so he is definitely going to stop us now. I like how he mentions amulets, because he's not just talking about Illisen's charm, he's also talking about the 2 amulets that Tor and Roberta each have. Because if he has them, we have no protection against the purple clouds anymore. But it's finally time to fight against the Gellert assassin properly. So he kind of works the same as the Wereloop King, except what he makes up for in, I guess, power, he makes up for in being stealthy and evading a lot of your attacks. He starts pretty simply. He has a thrust attack and he'll also shoot daggers at you, which you can deflect back at him with the power of dark motes, because of course that's his elemental affinity. But the thing with him is that this is very much meant to be a Tor fight. Because Roberta, the main strategy really is down to homing magic, so just button mashing, and I don't want it to be that way. The main thing that's kind of annoying is that he dodges a lot of your attacks. It's only when he kind of like taunts you on that you almost get a chance at a free shot. Most of the time I do get to hit him. Other times he will just do his backflip like he normally does. Or I wait too long and he just does another attack. I just wish that this fight had a little bit more weight to it, because there's no sound effects for when you're blocking his attacks. They just bounce off with no effect whatsoever. Now, another thing he'll add into this fight at this point is he will actually teleport over and will tend to backstab you. But it's not too bad. Because now we'll get into the second half of the fight where he does a little bit more flashy attacks. Like not throwing daggers at me. Sometimes he will throw daggers at you until you actually fight him. Or laugh, one of the two. Like there, he will use dark magic in order to fight against you. Nothing really affects him elemental-wise. And I don't really want to use the water mode on him because I do want this to be an actual fight and not just freezing him in place. It is easier to hit him when he's doing his dark magic attacks because there is a build-up to it. And then we get into his last phase. Where we're kicking his butt. And he's not having it. So the last phase, he'll have a few new tricks. One, shadow clones. Yeah, so now there's 4 of them. A single hit of just any of the shadow clones will make it so that they disappear, so it becomes a one-on-one fight. And I only find that he does it once during that, so it's kind of a shame. I wanted him to use it more. And I think one of the clones actually left some residual stuff on the field. Just a rogue effect. He'll also do a lot of speed-based attacks and leave rainbows behind him, which is a little out of character, so we'll end his poor life right now. Rarely, as in this one time. And we don't even know if he's actually dead or not. He just disappears. And that's all we see of him. Hey, Ellison!
Thank you for your aid, brave ones.
It was our honor to help you.
Lady Ellison, now we need your help. A dark wall separates us from Meridel. It's fairy magic.
A power of the darkest kind. But there is something I have that will aid you. This fairy globe can pierce through such barriers. Take it, and use it well in your quest.
Amazing how that table showed up all of a sudden. And we're kicked out of the treetops again. No reason to at this point, because now Ellison's Glade is free. So now we can head into Meridel because we got that wonderful orb. Fantastic orb. Now you can bypass the cloud wall around Meridel. Excellent. For some reason, though, we also have Ellison's charm still. You think that would have been gone? Like, you know, Hubert's chess key should be gone. But oh well. So, Ellison's Glade is finally liberated. No more wereloops. No more dark clouds. And it turns out, there's actually people. This is pretty much the only time you get to see them, if you're looking at all. Because otherwise they're just stuck in their house. So they do have things to say, but they pretty much all just regurgitate the same 3 lines between them. was so scared with those wereloops here. Yeah, and they didn't notice the dark clouds at all. It's almost like I've been locked up in my house for weeks to months on end. I don't know how long this game has been going on in terms of their time. Really, I'm not sure. Also, some of them have unique clothes and others just kind of look like upper class a little bit. Some look like they could be just like, I don't know, in ancient Greece, ancient Rome. He's got the toga look going on. Even he has the laurels on his head. It's strange. So there's all the people that are on the ground. Including this one over here. She has a job. She's a hat maker. Which means that she does not wear a hat herself. She also speaks like the Herald. Well, apparently nothing, because she did fall under harm. Now, you can go back up to the treetops, and there's one thing that's different in the treetops, and that is one more guy. His name is Random, and he's dressed like an Ewok. And he's one of the rare Mirkas in the game that isn't a thief or that one vendor that was in Fairyland. And he speaks like one of many gibbering cartoon characters. But the real big treat is actually going back and actually seeing Ellison and talking with her, because there isn't a cutscene blocking her away from you. So she has a special model that makes it look like she does not want to be there or anywhere in this game whatsoever. She's really just pissed all the time. How close can I get? Oh! Oh, I can't do this with a whole lot of models in the game because they either are constantly moving or will all of a sudden move all together. But Ellison is a stationary character, so we can get a good look at inside the face of a model. Make her look horrifying at the same time. Ooh, so they pretty much follow the same kind of structure as a lot of other places do. Eyeball models inside the head. Looks like they even put like a pair of teeth. Ooh. Hi, Ellison. I have a little bit more information on you than you would have hoped to give. But yeah, she's just gonna stay there with her stiff legs. Just go, huh, here we go. Yeah, so this is also the chance that we get to see Ellison's living quarters. She has a really wide table, a really nice bed of green, a plant, another table. You know, that small little table with the globe isn't here anymore either. What, after you gave us the orb, did you just throw it out the window? You might have. Because otherwise there's not much else to do in Ellison's Glade. Bye, Ellison. The last thing, though, is that the Neg store is open for business again. Because everything's liberated over here. So if you wanted to pick up more silver Negs for 600 Neopoints, you are absolutely able to do so. And completely break the game's difficulty in half. Because, you know, fully restoring your health and magic is a powerful item to have. And then you can just buy as many as you want. So with all that said and done, Ellison's Glade is done. We have a way into Meridel. So I think that's just where we're going to go next time. Let's break through the clouds and go into Meridel. See you next time, everyone.